like as soon as they lifted the ban on the town, it's all safe to come back, and then 15 minutes later, the railroad was going through here. Like,
and you're saying you're heartbroken. That's pretty. Yeah. Wow.
It is, because I grew up in this town.
Yeah.
I've lived here my whole life.
Wow.
And the kids have grown up here. We know each other.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It is. I fear for the future.
East Palestine was founded in 1828 as Mechanicsburg and incorporated as a village in 1875 as East Palestine, after the Middle Eastern region of Palestine. East Palestine is a village located in northeastern Columbiana County in Ohio. It sits on the border between Ohio and Pennsylvania. In 2021, East Palestine, Ohio's population set at about 4,718 people. The village made national news after a train derailed and caught fire, forcing the rail company to burn harmful chemicals while releasing vinyl chloride into the air. 3 other chemicals were also released: ethylene glycol, monobutyl ether, ethylaxyl-acrylate, and isobutylene, all harmful carcinogens, cancer-causing agents. On my visit, I witnessed the community coming together to make things work. Now, Kathleen, tell us about what's actually been taking place. How have things been locally?
It's just been very, very unsettling.
Yeah.
Very unsettling, because you just don't know. Now the mayor and the fire chiefs and the firemen have done a wonderful. You support your local people, but the outsiders, you don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
You want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
Just that's what you want is the truth.
Now, I seen the guy down the road. He's been donating water. It seems like the residents have kind of come together.
We've all come together. We're all here for each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in this town.
Uh-huh.
I've been here 67 years.
So
And
it's pretty scary.
it is. It
Okay.
is. It's very scary for us. Because you don't know what the future holds. And that's what's hard. And that stuff. So we try to just be here for each other and get through this, and we will, because we're EP strong.
Now, what do you guys need more of, Kathleen?
Well, basically, people to come in and support us and buy things. Is the business community. Yeah, our little town. People are scared to come, and they shouldn't be, because we have been tested. We've been open. But like I said, you hear of all these different things that are going on, and it's hard to know.
Now, so the business community, you guys need more support. Do you guys have online access? Have you been able to reach out? Has the media been able to help you?
There's been a few here, that and that and stuff local, and a couple from Cleveland and different ones, and stuff. So they're here and trying to get the word out, and that's what we need, to people just to. Be here, to help us.
How much business did you guys lose when things went?
We lost a lot of flowers when we had to close for a week, almost a week, and stuff. So we had to close. Now, Valentine's Day, we were able to open last Saturday, right before Valentine's Day, and we got our flowers in time. And so we were able to be open for that, So that was a plus, and that and stuff. So that was a blessing.
Well, thank you so much. Is there anything lastly you want to tell the world out there, Kathleen? Maybe,
like I said, some good does come out of the bad, and we appreciate anybody and all that we'll keep praying for us.
And look at her; she looks healthy. She doesn't look like she's a day over 30. You're breathing beautifully. So don't be afraid to come out to East Palestine. There's still a lot of love in the air. Residents are sticking together, and they're surviving out here. So don't be afraid to come out. I'm Brian West. I'm tuning out. Thank you, Kathleen, for coming on. So we're just going to kind of ride through so you guys can just kind of see how things have kind of went back on as usual, life as usual. I mean, the air looks clean. People are still inside of their houses and just kind of going on about their day. I just came from downtown, and there were people outside smoking cigarettes, chatting and jogging. So life has kind of went on as usual out here in East Palestine. I'm going to go to the hotel district and see what actually has transpired. If they had to take in a lot of people, You can see cars are still driving. I even got the chance to go by the railroads and look at the railroad district. And the railroads are actually still intact, and they're actually out there working on them. The one lady at the shop, she explained how people just kind of came in and the railroads were back up and running, and the people had after they had been evacuated. She said she was a bit disappointed and how the response has been taking place, and just a little bit disappointed in how they just to care for the people. She just said it's kind of going on as business as usual. So that was one take. So now I'm going to go out, and as you can see, the farm areas, some of the farm areas are still intact. Still just a lot of unanswered questions for the people out here. I'm in the car right now, so I'm gonna sign off here and get on the road so I can see what happened in the hotel district here out here in East Palestine. Now I'm going to try to get to the hotel district. Now the hotels are about 5 miles. Most of the hotels are about 5 miles away from the town. You can even see kids, a woman walking by with their kids. So things are just kind of are going on as usual. So I'm going to try to get to the hotel 5 miles out of here to see how that life is like. Okay, Patience, I'm here with Patience from the Days Inn. Tell us how it's been with East Palestine having to go through trailer moment. Have you guys been getting a lot of people in?
We had a full house the first 2 nights of the train derailment, and then after that it's kind of calmed down a little bit, but I think the most somebody has stayed from there is about a week or 2.
So they've stayed, as you heard, a week. That's a week. So that's a lot of money. That's a pretty lot of dough, you know. So now, how have you been able to keep up with it? Have you been able to keep up with the traffic?
Yeah, I'd say we're doing pretty good. We have free breakfast in the morning, so we had everything stocked for them.
Oh, beautiful.
Dog treats, as you can see on the counter there. Anything that they would have possibly needed.
Yeah. So you guys were prepared. You were prepared. Good. Is there any last comments you want to make to the people out there in the world, especially since you guys are like the central location of what's been happening?
Just our hotel tries to help as much as we can.
Yeah.
Anything you need, really. Just
Thanks a lot, Patience. As you can see, the people in East Palestine have just kind of come together. You guys are their neighbor. This is Lisbon, right? So this is their neighbor. As you see, their neighbor has been lending a helping hand. So thank you so much, Patience. Thank Mark and Andio for funding the project, and thank you for your time. Okay, we're gonna head into the city now, and I'm just gonna kind of get some shots of just life as usual. People are just kind of going on, just showing you how things have carried on out here. Business owners, I mean, you got to think of what these people are thinking. You know, like this has never really happened in this city before, with this village where people have had to evacuate and then come back and then carry on. Some of these people have probably missed job payments, missed days on the job. So somehow, some way, they've got to be recompensated and be able to carry on with life as usual. I did get the chance to talk to some of the business owners, and they seem like they're just kind of just wondering, you know, how this is going to just affect their bottom line in the future and right now. So I'm going to head in. You probably will see how some people are just kind of standing around, and people are still on motorcycles. You can see this guy over here, he's still driving his motorcycle. So things are just kind of going on. People are driving by. Delivery still going on. I just want to kind of ride through downtown so you can see how people are just kind of standing around and just kind of going on as if nothing ever happened. So we're going to head through here, and I just want you to see how people are just kind of walking around, you know. And this is how things, you can see cars are still driving by. Here's a business, people are just kind of standing outside chatting and just going on about their day. Here's a jogger over here, and they're just kind of chatting and shooting the bull, and so it's just kind of life is just kind of going on. People are actually digging in their yard. So things are pretty normal out here in East Palestine. People are outside collecting water. Here's another one, the Salvation Army rep. So I'm going to get out and chat. Okay, tell us how things are going out here in East Palestine right now.
So things are going okay.
Yeah.
So we're able to help get resident supplies. I
Yeah.
know that we're working on, we were just earlier at the Negley
Yeah.
Volunteer Fire Department helping stock them up with water.
Good.
So those who are in that area with the well waters are able to come and get supplies. Here we've been consistent for over a week,
Wow.
helping out
Yeah.
daily as what we can.
Yeah.
So some people were saying that they didn't even catch us because we've gone in and out so
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
So we're going through water by the pallets.
Okay, so what more do you guys need? What more can America do right now?
I think that it's really hard to say because there's so many people pouring out for their
Yeah,
help right
yeah.
now. So just continue to network with other churches and organizations who are already in town and reaching out to see what else they still need.
Yeah.
I know that we have a truckload of water coming in tomorrow, another truckload coming in on Monday.
Yeah.
So it's been staggering out. We got more cleaning supplies, and that's the
Yeah.
other thing that we've been doing. We've been able to hand out a mop bucket.
Yeah.
So it has a brand new bucket, a new mop in there. There's
Yeah.
cleaning supplies in that. We have Comet, gloves, and rags, just so that way people are able to start cleaning their homes to feel back to normal.
Now, what about volunteers? Have you guys been able to mobilize and get volunteers with a little bit more help out here?
Yeah, so we actually have a crew of volunteers who came in today who just
Yeah.
saw what we were doing
Yeah,
and
yeah.
are ready to eager to help.
So that's good. That's
Yes,
good.
yeah, and the community and the outpouring communities have all just come together.
Perfect. Any last words that you want to let people know out there, whether it be anything they can do, whether they can give their time, whether they can donate? Now, you're with the Salvation Army, so tell.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
tell.
So I'm the pastor of the Salvation Army in Salem.
Yeah.
We have a service unit here in town, so we've been here since day one,
Okay.
prior to day one. And so
Yeah.
it's really exciting to see that we're all able to come together.
Perfect.
Currently, right now, we have some Salvation Army people from Bel Air,
Okay.
and we had some from Cambridge, and the Salvation Army is just sending response teams all together just
Great.
to kind of provide
Yeah.
relief to us who are here
Yeah,
locally.
yeah.
But every time, this stuff happens, this is normal. We're
Yeah.
ready to help out on scene. Monetary donations can be made to the Salvation Army. They can memo it East Palestine, so that way it's going directly to the efforts here.
Okay, and the last thing I want to say is you guys are taking requests, so you're actually getting feedback on the ground here. So you're saying water is the most needed thing right now. Is there anything lastly, just before I leave, I want to make sure there's nothing that I'm missing, like whether it be condiments, whether it be toiletries, things like that, or
So
clothes.
I know that we laundry soap. People are
Laundry
doing an
soap.
extra bit of laundry,
Yeah.
trash bags,
Trash
stuff
bags,
that they're moving around.
just basic necessities.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat and dog food.
Cat and dog food. That
Yeah.
cat and dog
so
food.
that's not something that we normally get. So,
Yeah, so make sure you guys listen. Cat and dog food. Anything else?
The Animal Society, the Humane Society has been in town as well, helping
Yeah.
out, providing some of that. So
How does it smell out here? That's the last question.
So I haven't been able to smell. So I can't tell the
Well,
difference.
she's a soldier on the battlefield. Thank you so much for your time. If you guys need anything else, we'll try to get the word out as much as possible. But I'll let you get back to it. It looks pretty busy out here. As you can see, life is kind of going on as usual. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. As you can see, the trains have just kind of carried on with business as usual. They're still on the tracks out here, and they're just carrying the load. This is a very, very amazing discovery here. So the trains are functioning, they're back up and running, and they're just going right back through the city here in East Palestine. So I'm just getting a shot of the actual train. The train that derailed not too long ago is right back up and functioning like as if it never happened. So this is probably about 5 to 4 days after the fact, and things are just kind of up and running, and residents are just kind of not. They're just hoping that there's just nothing happens. So things are just kind of back up and running. You can see that was probably about a mile long cargo just running back through the city. So I told you, life is just kind of gone back on as usual out here in East Palestine. Nothing has really changed, and some of the residents have voiced their concerns, but we're just going to keep going through and seeing what else has taken place out here. Hey, I'm here with David Graham. We're in East Palestine, and tell us what's going on. What is your organization doing here?
Hearts Hurt Ministries, and we're just handing out water, but this is organic. What's happened is the owner of the dealership here, this is his lot, and he decided to allow me to put up my tent yesterday.
Yeah.
And and he brought in 300 or 400 cases of water he paid for out of his own money, and then made it available. And since then, people have been driving by with water and dropping it off. And these folks are just as humble as they can be, just so preciously thankful.
So you guys have kind of been grouping together, just kind of keeping the East Palestine spirit alive.
Sure, absolutely, and that's important because they feel isolated, and now they don't.
Now, how many people have been coming and actually taking advantage of what you have to offer?
I think we gave out to a case per car. 500 cars today.
Okay. Now, how does it smell out here? How's the smell?
Get used to it. But when I first got here yesterday, I noticed my sinuses drained. Felt a little like other people were saying, itchy eyes. But I've been here now 24 hours and I don't notice anything. It seems pretty clean today, but
it's just amazing seeing the people still moving about their day. Still, and how long have you been out here?
We got started about 7 o'clock.
And you're not getting paid for this?
I volunteer.
That's what it's all about. Hey, thanks a lot, Dave. Is there anything you want to tell the people out there for the world? Anything you want to tell?
The people here will need water 3 days from now, 30 days from now, and 6 months from now. So America, show them who we are. They don't need diapers and formula. They need water. They don't need masks or hand sanitizer. They need water. They'll need water. Even if everything's okay, consciously, they deserve a water if they need it.
Hey, thanks a lot. And how can people get in contact with you for your organization, just in case you guys need some assistance?
Great. I go by Dave Graham Cowboy on Facebook. Hearts Hurt, Hearts Plural Hurt is my organization. We're a not-for-profit. If anybody would like to volunteer to help out on a future disaster, I'll take them under my wing and as long as they're willing to sleep in their vehicle and give them their time and their money, I'd love to have them.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Hey, I want to thank Mark Andio for the financing of this project, and thank Dave for giving us his time. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Thank you.
No problem. If you look here, here's some ducks. They're just kind of hanging around, drinking some of the water. So, like I said, things have just kind of got back as usual. Nothing looks too harmful. People are just kind of playing around. There's still animals around. I'm on a small farm here. You just kind of see the animals are just kind of still going about their daily activity. They don't look sick at all. So that's a good sign out here in East Palestine. I'll get one more shot of these ducks. They're just kind of hanging out and just enjoying the beautiful day out here. According to more local reports, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources previously reported an estimated 3,500 fish from among 12 species were killed following the spill. Despite repeated assurances that air and water testing has shown no signs of contaminants, some around East Palestine along the Pennsylvania state line are still skeptical and afraid to return to their homes. Norfolk Southern's CEO Alan Shaw has thus apologized for the incident and is pleased with the cleanup and has vowed to make things right.